All right, we're back. We're live.
We're live.
Welcome to another episode, Noize&FreezeFiles. We got our man Ose, aka Sporter, here today.
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, air horns.
Snap.
Thanks for coming on, dude. Good to see you.
No, good to see you guys.
It's been
Thanks
a while.
for having me. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, say, you want to introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah, my name's Ose. Known by many names for different different things, but yeah, also AKA Sporter. I make music, start DJing, but yeah, I'm also photographer, journalist, writer, all-round storyteller, basically. I'm medium agnostic, is what I like to say.
A medium agnostic.
Yeah.
Wow.
So whatever gets the job done, I'll do it.
All right, want to take us to the beginning? Like, what did you start with?
I'm trying to. It's funny. Like, it's almost like there's like a few separate beginnings. I would say earliest was actually probably music. Like as like a little kid. Like, I grew up in the church. My parents were really involved in the church. So I feel like if you had met me before the age of like 10, everybody was probably like, yo, this guy's on a path to being like the choir leader, like, you know, choir band guy,
pastor,
like
all that.
yeah, like that was my kind of, and I would follow my mom or my parents to like choir practices. So even as like I was like maybe 5, 6, 7 years old, like they would be practicing and like playing stuff, and I'm like on the congas.
Nice.
I was taking like keyboard lessons and stuff.
Damn.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I was like on that path, and then because I've thought about it, I was like, why did I kind of stop? And I realized, so when I was 10, I went to boarding school.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, so I went to like military boarding school. So I grew up in Nigeria. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but like I went to military boarding school.
In Nigeria?
Okay.
Wow.
And I think that just like
No more
I went
fun.
left on the music because like I was at like an all boys school.
Yeah.
Right.
And I only stayed there for 1 year because I literally almost died. I got like really sick.
Jeez.
But I feel like after that, I kind of like, not even like I stopped caring about music, but it was just like a big interruption because I got like really sick, like being in the hospital sick. Like I had a kidney disease and everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I think it just like, whereas before I'd been in this routine of like music lessons, all this stuff, I kind of switched out of that. And then like that like junior high school period was like way more about like sports. Yeah. So I was still like, I remember I would like write lyrics and stuff, and like I was trying to rap a little bit, but everybody, it didn't feel like it because it's like everybody's trying to rap.
Who wasn't trying to rap? You know?
Yeah. And
I
like,
understand.
like we would have like very classic like people making like a little beat on the desk and then like just trying to go around and freestyle and all that
that's
stuff.
Great.
Like,
Yeah, classic.
So just like stuff like that. But I kind of towards the end of high school, like and this is also the thing where everything kind of goes in tandem. So same. Even though I wasn't making music when I had like kind of hit like that 11, 12, I was still involved in church.
Yeah.
But then I started doing more like AV stuff. Because also our parents were like, it's like me and my friends, our parents were like, you guys are just running around causing a ruckus, make yourself busy.
Yeah.
And like the least, like the thing that interested us most was like, we would help like with the AV. So we'd set up the mics. Like that's the first time I ever saw like Audacity.
Wow.
Like we would like burn CDs.
Yeah.
Like that, like a big ass CD burning tower.
Wow.
And so like it was like our job to like print labels, like do all this like stuff.
Wow.
But it was kind of a cool experience because looking back now, that like all the basics of just like, this is a microphone. This is how you like use it. This is how you set it up. This is XLR cable, like all that kind of stuff.
So it's just early education right there.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And like I feel like that's when people like look at stuff I do or have done, they're like, oh, like it was like looking back, it's easy to be like, oh, this led to this and led to this.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was just like, all right, like this is just what we're doing.
Yeah,
and
just
we'll see
helping
where
with
it goes.
church.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, they say this beats like I don't know, like
that's very cool, bro.
Yeah.
In terms of like chronologically, when did you get to Canada back then?
So actually, first I lived in, I got the jersey on, but I lived in the Netherlands for a bit.
Wow.
So like, 13, we moved to the Netherlands for a few years, then moved back to Nigeria, and then like kind of middle towards the end of grade 11, I moved to Canada, and I moved to Fort McMurray. Actually.
McMurray.
Yeah. Shout out to
In
Fort
grade
Mac.
11, wow.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. So big culture shock.
Yeah. It's such a switch up, huh?
Yeah. Especially because like I was like, okay, I lived like outside of Nigeria, so like it can't be that different.
It's not Holland
It
at all.
was not at all.
No.
And like I lived in like I didn't realize this at the time. I lived
Yeah.
in like a very nice part of Holland. Like,
Okay.
right
Yeah.
behind my house was called the Media Park. It's like the Media Park. So
Yeah.
like where they shoot like it's like Dutch Hollywood basically. It's like where they
That's
shoot
cool.
all the TV shows, stuff like that.
That's crazy.
It's like big entertainment like center. Nike headquarters Europe is there. Like,
Wow.
Yeah. So like I went from that
That's
and, like,
crazy.
to
To
that
Fort
experience
McMurray.
like Fort Mac.
I feel like that's two crazy culture shocks.
Yeah. It was like so from grade, and some of it's just like normal transition stuff, but like from grade 7 to grade 12, I think I went to 6 or 7 different schools. Like
Wow.
I was just like
Back and forth.
bumping around like between countries, between just like schools and city.
Yeah.
So it was like a lot of. I had gone from like a very stable like, grown up almost pretty much my
Yeah.
whole life in the same house, like
Wow.
same schools, and then boom, it's like move.
Wow.
Did you when you were moving around through so many schools, did you find it like easy to like make a lot of friends, or were you like, I might not be in this school soon, so you keep to yourself more?
Yeah.
Because that would be tricky.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was a thing of, and I remember getting pissed at my parents like towards the end of high school where it would be like as soon as I started kind of like finding my feet and I'd made friends and I was like, all right, great, I got it. I've learned, like in Holland, for example, like learning the language.
Yeah, wow.
And then it's like, all right, we're going to move.
You're like,
Yeah.
Don't speak Dutch and
Yeah.
Fort
Fort
McMurray.
McMurray, yeah.
Yeah.
They'll look at you so crazy.
So it was just like a bunch
Wow.
of like that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. But like I think that's also why sports became like really important to me. Is like
Yeah.
playing soccer. It was just like that was one of the easiest ways for me to make friends and like meet
Totally.
people. Is like you just
Yeah.
play a sport and immediately it's like boom, you got all these people
You
that
got all the
like
homies.
It's universal.
yeah. Like
That's-
if you might not speak a language, but like you do something nice on the field,
Yeah.
people are like,
ooh.
It's
like
recognized.
yeah.
Who's that?
exactly.
Wow, that's crazy.
Was it harder adjusting to like the Netherlands or Fort Mac?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Weird. So to answer that, I would say the Netherlands probably, just because it was the first time I was younger,
Yeah.
and like by the time I'd come to Fort Mac, it was still hard, but it was almost like I'd perfected the like, all right,
The
like, I
language.
knew the stages.
Yeah.
I knew like, all right, okay, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna get there first. It's gonna be real awkward. You're not gonna know
Right.
anyone.
yeah. You're
But-
already prepared.
Yeah. The hardest actually though was moving back to Nigeria in between. That was
Oh.
actually the hardest, which was weird because I didn't expect it to be hard.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But like you live somewhere as a teenager for like 2+ years.
Yeah.
And then I went back to like my same old school, same like friends, people that I knew before. I'm different, but they're also different.
They're also different. Yeah.
Wow.
Because I was like, all right, we did it before. I'll plug right back in. But it's like, no, this is actually now a completely different
Yeah.
experience. And that was super hard.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool, bro.
That's very crazy. So you kind of have to like develop your own, like, I don't want to call it like personality, but you're definitely going to be like unique having all these experiences too.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I feel, and even when it comes to music, like all the different places and like, I can see like looking back now, I can see the impact of like this bit of me is from here, this bit of me is
Yeah.
from there, and like I've never like, I think even as a kid I had this inherent, but especially after that experience, I've never been someone who's like everybody's one thing or any place is one thing because
Yeah.
I realized it's like everywhere. Like just how different people are at different places, and you get a really interesting understanding of just like culture and like
just how it is.
just how malleable
Yeah.
everywhere everyone is. Because because I'd grown up like up till 13, right? I lived in this one place. So I'm like, people are like this, and this is the right way to do things, and this is like how things work.
Right.
And then I go somewhere that's completely different.
Yeah. Different values, different
Yeah,
everything.
and then I go somewhere else, and it's completely,
Completely
different.
different.
And then
Yeah.
there's the universal bits, but then
Yeah.
there's also just like, so yeah, like I think sometimes people like meet me and they're like, oh, you like have a lot of like, I can seem kind of eclectic. I know I'm myself to me, but people are like,
Right.
oh, but it's part of it is that experience of just like
experience,
going
yeah.
through all these different places and environments.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well said.
if you were to rank your like, let's say your hats, so like the rapper, the photographer, I don't know, do you video as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Videographer. What else?
Videographer.
The journalist guy. how would you rank them? Like, which is like your priority and which one wouldn't be your priority, you know?
That's so interesting. Like, it's funny because if you ask me like right now in this moment, the thing that I would say is not even anything I've mentioned. I'd be like gardening. Like gardening.
You're doing any gardening?
Yeah. I've been like, so the past few years I've been gardening and I just left my job a couple weeks ago, so I had a lot of free time. So it's like just been gardening a lot. And in terms of creative pursuits, it's just, it really depends on the day. I feel like photography is like maybe the one that's like super like
close to your heart.
Close to my heart. Yeah. Cause it's the thing I stuck with the most for the longest. Like, and I remember because I started out, which I still want to do, and I've done like in bits, but I started out like, okay, I want to be a movie director. Like, and this is like towards the end of high school, like that period where I'm back in Nigeria. Like, shout out to my mom. I remember she had like gotten me to go to like this like film festival, like a documentary film festival, and I'm in these like sessions and stuff, and I was like, I want to be a director, and like that's what I want to do. And like, but then like gravitated more towards photography eventually, like in uni. And I remember sucking, and that's the thing, is like I remember how bad I was. And I think part of why it's so close to me is like to do something now for like over a decade, like probably like 12 years. And I don't even count maybe some of the stuff I was doing in like grade 12, like, but like to do something for that long. And like, I almost cried the other day. I got a bunch of like film photos back, and I was like, I'm so good. I was like, damn, I know how hard I worked to get to that point.
Wow,
and
that's
like,
nice.
So much. And part of why, there's a moment where I was doing music and I was like, I'm going to start doing photography more. And part of why I did is because I could do that alone, like by myself. And so it was a lot of like solo, just like I would just walk everywhere with a camera, just taking pictures. And so, that maybe like...
That's very cool.
Yeah, but each of them, it's like, I guess the thing people say is like, it's like having kids where you don't have favorites and like, but parents have favorites.
There's something to like, you know?
They can't lie, absolutely.
There's an important thing you said about just like keeping that memory of just like you used to sucking, and then looking back on all like your previous photos and how much the progression is. That's always like super important, because the beats I make, I still have some of my old beats like when I started 5 years ago than when I have now, and then the difference is like, damn, you know what I mean? So I just like what you said with that.
No, and you'll probably like maybe make a beat now, listen to it and be like, I don't really like this. But then if you compare it to something you made 5 years ago, you're like, whoa, because so how I describe it in photography is like, I'm always trying to close the gap between what I can see and what I can capture. And like, the better you get, the more you can see, but then also like, then you're like, damn, I don't have the skills to necessarily be able to capture this. So you keep like, so you keep like pushing. And I think it's a similar thing even with music, where it's like, you're like, I want to be able to do this thing. And then you like get the skills, and then you're like, okay, now I want to do this. You get the skills.
It's just more and more and more.
That's very interesting. I feel like there's a lot of people I've met here that are like really into photography, and I don't know. Did you do like journalism in school or new media or?
Nah. So actually, my undergrad's in anthropology.
Oh wow. From the uni. That's crazy. Well, what got you into anthropology?
Just like, I think again that experience of like moving around a bunch, and like
that makes sense.
Being really interested in people and like cultures, and just like. Because I always say every immigrant is an anthropologist. Because if you move somewhere new, you probably understand the culture of that place way better than someone who's grown up in it. Because they grew up in it, and so everything's taken for granted. You're like, it's just what we do. But then when you move somewhere, you're looking at it and you're like, why do y'all do this? And they're like, well, I don't know.
You're forced to like study it almost.
Because then you have to like...
That makes sense.
So for example, like I have some like family friends of ours, and it's like teenage girl. She moved from Nigeria. She had moved from Nigeria pretty recently. So we all go to the mall, and like this is in Calgary. People are just like smiling, waving, smile, just like, And then she turns to me. She's like, "Why are strangers smiling at me? That's so creepy. Like I feel uncomfortable." Because like
it's not
in Lagos. Like
it's not the same.
It's not the same. Like, we're very respectful, but it's like in a city that big, like people aren't necessarily just greeting strangers. So for her, so while like that person may be like, oh, I'm being welcoming and da. For her, she's like, I don't know you.
Yeah,
Like,
this guy's weird.
yeah,
So,
yeah. And it's like little things like that and experiencing it. But yeah, like, and at the time and I think I listened to one of the episodes you said this also. I wanted to be a social studies teacher. So I
did that.
Social. So I was going to do anthro, and my minor's in English.
Yeah.
So I was going to do like
social
studies in English, be a social studies and English teacher. But yeah, like my first anthro class before I got in, like into the class, I was like, why did I even pick this? This is nuts.
Yeah.
But then I got in, had a blast, loved it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to stick out with this and we'll see where it goes.
That's cool.
Yeah, it makes sense why you wanted to be an anthropologist, because like all that experience.
Yeah.
When you summon it to that, it adds up.
That kind of ties in, I guess, to me, for outside perspective, to like the journalism thing too, because now you're capturing it, like you said, whether or not you're using the camera at all, really, like you're kind of capturing the culture and explaining it. So I feel like that all kind of ties in really well.
No, exactly. And like, I feel personally like when it comes to something like journalism, and it's like there's good journalists who have this, but one of the worst things you can do is be a journalist who only knows journalism. Because like you get the skills, the technical skills, all that stuff, and like people also have interests and stuff, right? So it's like somebody might be like a sports reporter, so they really understand sports, and then they go get the journalism part.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's the thing is at its core, I've always just been really interested in stories, like interested in stories and storytelling, no matter what form it is, whether that's like books, whether that's photography, video, film, television, music. So yeah, like like you said, it really just tied in, and like it made sense for me. Look, again, it's one of those things. Also looking back, where I'm like, of course, I would want to study anthropology based on what I do now.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Speaking about the journalism, like, and I saw something like your Instagram highlights, like you work for like CBC and like as a news reporter. Yeah. How's that like experience? Because like that's pretty sick.
Yeah. So it's funny. This is like. I'm like a week and a half out now because
that's crazy.
I just stopped working there. But it's a really interesting experience. Like it's one of a big thing in journalism is access, and so that's something that's really cool about working for a big organization. Like, is like you get access in a way that you might not.
Right.
If I was like just an indie or whatever, like you get access. Also means people are sometimes like scared of you because you show up somewhere and they're like, I don't want you to.
Yeah. CTV guy.
Oh no.
That's funny.
But just working in journalism in general, like I feel like I got to do and learn about so many different things.
Yes.
Like I'm a big nerd. Like I just love learning, and so I think journalism is like the closest I could get to someone paying me to learn. Because every story I kind of like treated like I think of like a research paper almost, where it's like, all right, this thing's happening. I live here, right? Work here. So I had to learn a lot of, and I'm, again, like I garden, so I'm interested in it, but I had to learn a lot about ag and like the ag industry. So like, I'm just like, all right, now I got to learn about like drought and drought cycles and like soil moisture and like all of these things and like the food cycle and how it affects. And so it's like going through all of this and learning all of that. And then you're just like, cool. And then the next day it's like, okay, boom, the world champion of racquetball actually lives in Lethbridge and which is true, and just won a medal.
World champion of racquetball?
One of the best racquetball players in the country, Kobe Iwasa.
That's
lives
crazy.
in Lethbridge. Yeah.
What is racquetball? I know pickleball, tennis, badminton.
It's hard. And racquetball was big, I think, in the 70s or 80s. So the same way pickleball is big now was racquetball back then. I can't remember what
it's
exactly.
Like squash. They have the wall. Did they hit off the wall?
I believe so, but I can't remember exactly what the difference is. But yeah, it's like it was one of those racket sports, and like but that was also part of the thing where I was like, oh, racquetball. He's like, yeah, it used to be really big, now it's not really big.
Right.
Like, tennis, pickleball now is like the thing.
That's crazy how big my parents think they're like pickleball pros now, bro.
And then even like paddle is now a thing as well, and that's coming out. Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Do you just go to stories that interest you, or do you have like some specific message you want to represent?
So it really depends. Like I would say like how, especially at its most ideal, I feel like it would be a third stuff that's like interesting me. So I'm interested in like environment stuff, sports. Just trying to find stuff that's like cool that way. I remember doing a story about the Mountain Bluebird Society, which I love, that like that thing made me cry when I was editing it, because it's just like people making these small tiny nests for birds that have lost their habitat across southern Alberta.
Yeah.
Been doing it for like 50 years.
Yeah.
And I went with the guy and everything. And so it's like some stuff like that. 30%, another third is like stuff that happens regularly. So like city council, like I was on city council pretty much. That was like one of my main things.
Yeah.
So just like everything that's going on in the city, city council wise, school boards. And then I also have like a wide-ish range. So like I would be out like, especially before the past year and a bit, because it was just me. Then we got some people out in different areas, but I used to go out to like all the way out to Pincher Creek.
Oh shit. Okay.
Pincher Creek in the past, and then like occasionally out to like Medhat. And so you're just like doing all these things. And then like the other third is just your producer will be like, yo, you got to go. Danielle Smith's showing up here. You got to go like cover this.
You go to Fort McLeod when she was there?
Yeah.
I actually think I saw that. I still had Instagram there. I remember seeing that. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, they didn't let me in. That's a whole story. Yeah, but I won't get too much into that. But
For Fort McLeod?
Yeah, they didn't let me in. They didn't let me in.
Damn.
Yeah, but that was like a nuts thing. Yeah, so that was like, so I went to bed at 4 a.m. that day, and then I had to be up at 7 a.m. the next day to do like a live thing for the morning radio show. So that's like kind of what the job kind of could be. But that's also why, like, you could see maybe some of the reasons why I'm like, I can't do that. It's like, it's hard on the body and mind.
I was going to ask you what made you kind of like walk away from it, because you can still do whatever you want with journalism if you want, of course, but leaving that role, I'm assuming that it was a somewhat like stable role.
Yeah. Like stable. It's like, shout out to the union.
Right.
But like, just like, I think for me, it just wasn't sustainable for my body. And also like news is like a very specific beast. So like I think going into journalism, I'm like, okay, I get to just like tell stories and just fun. But it's like there's a lot more guardrails in terms of just like even like length, for example. Like I'm doing radio news, it's a minute. It's like a minute story. So I'm like, I want to go in depth and
explain stuff.
Yeah. It's like, but it's like you have to, what can you fit in a minute? And like just again, even like the grind of just like that go. I like really immersing myself in something. Like I feel like my ideal is like a project-based thing. So if you're doing a doc, like you get weeks or months to do something, as opposed to like that quick turnaround. But yeah, just like wanting to do a bit of different things. And I think sometimes as well, when you're like, I was in that position for almost 4 years. Like I was just like, okay, I think it's time. Like
got stagnant.
I feel like it's time for me to like. The way I looked at it was like school. Yeah. So I did a 1-year grad diploma for journalism, but then this was really like my like school, learning on the job for these past like 3-4 years.
I understand.
Yeah, and then so now I'm like, all right, let me kind of spread my wings and do more what I want to do.
Awesome, bro. Not to get too political, but like, as a black man, how is it dealing with kind of that corporate world, dealing with people that might not have like that's the same upbringing you have, for lack of a definition,
I
feel signed an NDA.
Because I'm like, what could I say?
You don't have to say names, keep it general.
I think that was like a bit of a struggle. I feel like even dealing with the public, so I look like this, right? Like, and this is something I always find interesting too, is like the main place I've lived in Alberta, Fort Mac and Lethbridge. So like I'm at this point, like I'm pretty Albertan.
Right.
But like when people encounter me,
they don't know that.
They don't know that. They don't see that. So like,
so
there's like this thing of even dealing with the public consistently being treated like an outsider.
Right.
So like I'm going out to small towns and like, but it's very like, and I'm like, I know people who live here. I know people who farm here, like all these things. And like, and a lot of journalism in general is building connections, but hitting that wall. And I think as well in some of these like corporate spaces, in an organization that's as like old and institutionalized as the CBC, like change is slow. So not just being Black or being a newcomer or like being an immigrant or being, but also even like being young. Because like a lot of the people you're working with or people you're working with at higher levels
much older.
Are much older. And so trying to explain like, hey, like this is how this is different now, or we gotta like, you know, like switch it up a little bit, like
Code switch. Yeah.
Even before the code switching, just like even like like we were like, I don't know, put business out here. We were like really slow, for example, to getting on like YouTube, stuff like that.
Right.
Like didn't really hit on YouTube till like a couple of years ago, maybe.
Damn.
Like 2-3 years ago.
That's way too late.
Like, yeah, right.
Not everybody's watching the news on cable TV anymore.
Yeah. And that change is really slow. And you can understand it as well, right? Where it's like people have been in this for, it's because that's what happens with the stability of the job, right? People have been in here 30 years.
Yeah, they get too comfortable. Yeah.
And it's like trying to change, adapt. It's a big organization as well. So even like all of that stuff in the process. Yeah. But on a personal level too, it's just like, so sometimes it was funny. So there was a point where I used to say, if you see anything black on CBC Calgary, it was me. Even if I didn't do it,
you're involved.
I was involved.
Yeah.
So
that's so funny.
A really funny one was like, there was a story that there's I forget, I think a Young Metal Syndicate is the name. This dude out in Calgary that was making grills.
Oh, okay.
And so this is fairly early in me like working there, because I started on as a photographer before I came back down to Lethbridge.
Yeah.
So I was working in Calgary, and I was like, oh, like there's someone who's making grills. Like I'm in the meeting, I'm like, yeah, they're making grills, and it's like really cool because there's not really anyone doing that in Calgary.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's like a little awkward silence, and I was like, okay, so grills are like this too thick, and I had to send links and like,
so you didn't know what that was, damn.
Yeah, so it's like so it's like stuff like that, and trying to like
imagine how to explain grills to someone.
Yeah.
Why are we doing a story on this?
But then like the story ended up happening, and it was like really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I had like, or in more serious ways, like I had times where I pitched stories, and like sometimes people don't understand the demand for something, because if everyone's one type of way, and it's again not just race but age, like where have you grown up, who have you been around. So I remember there was a story about international student at the U of A not being eligible for like awards and scholarships. And I saw it on Twitter. It was a guy, Nigerian international student, and so like, so I just like DM'd him. We talked a little bit about it, and I was like, oh, this is really interesting, because he's like, yo, we live here, we work here, we pay taxes, we pay tuition, but somebody with worse grades than me will get honored as the best student in maybe it's petroleum engineering,
right?
Because it cuts out anyone who's not a permanent resident or citizen.
Interesting.
Yeah, but in trying to get that story done, like shout out to my producer who actually ended up like giving a green light. But in trying to get that story done, I had to talk to certain people, and the feedback I got back was, we don't think anyone's interested in that. But I ended up like, I had a producer who was like, who saw like, and I explained, and I was like, hey, this is like kind of, you know,
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, cool. Like,
they'll let you run with it.
Yeah. That story ended up being the top story for like
a long time, huh?
Yeah. It was like, and like,
damn,
it was like a few days in a row where it's like, that's the top story, it's top story, it's top story. And then like months later, the guy actually got back to me, and he's like, oh, they changed the rules. And I think your story was one of the first things that like got the ball rolling.
Yeah.
But then like working in media, it's like sometimes trying to get people to see things and like understand why it's important, or even when something doesn't get as many views, like, because it's also like CBC, I'm like, yo, this is a documentation of Canada. Yeah. So it might not be like it gets 1 million views today,
right?
But maybe 20 years down the line, it's important that we have this on the record, as like this was happening.
Why did this guy not get the school award?
Like this was the situation, because again, and this is maybe my anthropology and like social science brain, where it's like these are records. So like if there's someone now doing research about something 20 years down the line, they're going to be looking for like, and there's not really a real record of, or like real involvement of like people who look like us or certain communities or like youth culture. Yeah. Then you're going to look at that and be like, oh, well, this was all one way. Right. And also it's like a public broadcaster. So it's like, how do we reflect as many people as possible? There's a lot more I could say, but we'll leave it.
Yeah.
That's a great answer, bro.
That's good, because with those guys, like, they didn't understand the younger person's perspective, and you came with that idea. So like, yeah, that's definitely the issue there. It's just not that relation. But yeah.
How do you maintain, I'm gonna call it like that vindication, because that to me, I like
a vindication.
maybe this is just me because I'm a hothead, but I would feel like I would be like, see, like I told you,
I told you
like,
so.
do you have to kind of just be like, not like acknowledge it too much? Because you also, like some people are very prideful, and if they're like, I'm not interested in this, so I know that no one else will care about this, and then you're able to run the story and it does so well. Sometimes people get like pissy about that and they don't want to. I don't know how it happened in your situation.
It's a good question. I think it's a few different things, right? Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should have like puffed my chest up a bit more,
right?
And been like, this is because
I'm the guy, you can trust me.
It can be kind of tricky because you don't want to like, because it's also like I feel like also coming from like having a little bit of athlete brain sometimes where you're like so I often think of my career in just like straight up athlete like sports terms like so, and one of the big things is like when you're in a team sport, there's the push and pull between the individual and the team where like you get to a certain point because you're a really good individual, like you wouldn't get here without your individual work that you put in, your individual skills, but then you're also part of a team, and so like you can't just get the ball and like just say I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. Only maybe there's one or two people who get to do that. So you're like, so I was like, all right, I'm the new guy coming in. I'm just playing my role and but then you're like humble, but then you're also like, guys, give me the ball. Like,
I'm the shit. I'm the shit.
I'm like, damn. Like,
you saw me on that last game.
I was going kind of crazy there.
But like, and then another thing just to touch on is also just when you're one of few, especially being like. So for me, being black, you're one of few people. There's like and I had these conversations with people where it's like, there's a weight of representation as well. Where like, I want to do like vibes stuff. Like, like I want to do like fun, nerdy stories, do this and this, but I might not necessarily like a big story, for example, is like Latcher O'Toole, like who was killed by Calgary police a few years ago. Like that was like a very heavy story. And I was involved in working on it with one of my colleagues, Joel Dryden, great guy, great journalist, as one of few, or sometimes maybe even the only black person here. I feel a sense of responsibility to tell the story, and not even and to tell it accurately, but also like with care and
with perspective.
Because it's like some people might not understand the heft this has, or they might be too overwhelmed by like, I don't want to, but we like dug in and shout out to Joel. Like we did that on like, we really talked about his family and like the people around him and the public outcry, because the thing I looked at was like, yo, someone dying in your family, like, because we spoke to his daughters, for example. It's like, oh wow, death is usually a very private thing. What happens for people when something that maybe like, if he had passed away in a hospital or whatever, just her family, whatever had been impacted, what happens when that becomes public? And then people are sending you like death threats and all this stuff.
That's crazy.
So it's like adding that kind of a perspective of like, what is the story, and like trying to, figure those things out. But yeah, man, like I think navigating any of these environments is tricky. Like outside of even race or youth or whatever, it's also like back to that team sport thing where it's like you have your ideas of what you want to do, and like this is a push and pull and like give and take of like what does the team, what does the organization need, what do you need, and like trying to get in where you fit in.
That's very interesting.
Like that answer,
especially when you can have like the team doesn't always have the same goal, like the New York Knicks are all trying to win the championship. Jalen Brunson might think he can get it done by himself. Maybe he can, but like in your case, it's like, what if everybody on the team doesn't want to win the championship? What if there isn't a championship? It's kind of interesting.
And like, and I think that's a really apt like way to put it. And I feel like that's where I got to kind of at the end of like, okay, like it's not even that necessarily like, oh, this is bad or this is good. It's also just like, I'm like, the things that I want to do and this might not be the best environment for it actually. Like, like there's it's why there's dudes who like will be like, you know what? I don't want to be the 13th man on an NBA roster. I'd rather go be the guy in Turkey.
100%.
I might just want to jack up shots.
Maybe I want to get paid pretty good in China, and they're going to treat me like I'm Michael Jordan. Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy.
That's fair, not to get too doom and gloom, but No, that's not what I meant. Sorry. We're going to talk about music now. So we're going to...
Where's this podcast going?
No. That's not where I was going. I said it wrong.
I get
But
you.
yeah, you want to tell us your top 5
Okay.
to start this music talk?
Yo, I like, because I was trying to prepare for this, and I was going over my head. Like, okay.
You knew this was coming, kind of?
Yeah. But then, like,
that's
so I was like,
funny.
okay, 5, I could get 5. And then I started writing a list, and I'm like, well, that person. But
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm going to just, so we're doing top 5, and it's just like music generally. To preface this, the way I think about it is, okay, if I was like stuck on a desert island,
Yeah.
and it's like these people's discographies.
Yeah.
That's what I have access to.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a good, I like that.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, okay, because I'm looking at it in totality.
Man, we might have to steal that and like phrase that into the question.
No.
If you were on a desert island, I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good, I'll keep that in mind.
I think first, and it's very apt timing, gotta go with Drake.
Drake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of, I'm really interested in the concept of like economy of language. Like, how do you get across something that hits and is profound as simply as possible?
Wow, very interesting.
So that's like a lot of the music I like
Yeah.
is, and sometimes people don't expect it from me, but I'm like, I love drill music, for example. Like,
Right.
and I love like I really enjoy pop music, and especially the past couple of years getting back into it. Cause I'm like, there's a talent and a craft in making people feel something,
Yeah.
but in a simple way. And I feel
For
like
sure.
that's something that Drake is really good at. Also the range, especially when I'm thinking of that discography thing,
Drake
like
has a range.
range,
Yeah.
the rapping, the singing, and also just memory wise, where like,
Yeah.
I remember it was probably like I was in high school, like I was in like high school when, you know, Thank Me Later, like So Far Gone, all that came out.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
He's dating himself.
Yeah, I know. I remember I made a post when I turned either 29 or 30.
Yeah.
And then you commented on it, you're like, you're 30?
You're 30?
I was like, yeah. But
Bro, it's so funny. E-Man turned like, what, 20,
I'm 29.
29 last year? And I was like, what the fuck's going on, bro? It was great. Okay, yeah.
but yeah, like,
Yeah.
so I like, and I wasn't even someone who was a big fan in that era, but it really took until Take Care for me
Yeah.
to really be like, okay, whoa. But yeah, just that range and like all of the different, like, I think something that's underrated about Drake is sonically, like if you were to take off, and this is probably the work of 40 and all the producers and stuff, but if you were to take off all the vocals and just play these beats, beautiful.
They're so
Like,
good.
True.
Yeah.
very, very good, very interesting. And Drake is like McDonald's. Drake is like a really good
McDonald's.
It always hits.
fast food. Yeah. Where it's like,
You know what you're
they
getting.
got it like down. It's like, you might not love it,
Up to a science.
These analogies are crazy.
Yeah.
but he's got it. And it's like, you gotta respect it at the
Yeah.
very least. Like, cause even as a fan, there's like, for example, we don't speak of Certified Lover Boy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
I'm not a fan either.
Yeah. But
I like 2 songs.
Yeah.
It's chill. It's okay.
So there's like, and I think also I always tell people, I'm like, yo, it's okay for your faith to be a little washed. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually okay. We have to get to a point where it's like,
Do you know how many albums this guy has?
yeah. But like, but the last like 3 that dropped, like I really like Iceman. It grew on me a lot. Like
Right.
Iceman, yeah.
and like Habibti as well. Like, and it's all these things where
I gotta listen to him still.
you're just like, oh, okay, like I'm
Yeah.
like and my measure for whether it's music, books, shows, TV, movies is, did I enjoy it?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, did I put it on? Did I have a good experience of it? And I feel like that has been my measure of Drake's music. Because like some sexy songs,
Yeah.
I remember at first I was like, there's like 6 songs that should be deleted off there.
That's the project with Party. Party Next Door, yeah.
Also, I love Party Next Door.
Yeah.
But there's
Legendary.
like 6 songs should be deleted off there.
Yeah.
But the songs I like, I'm like, I find myself consistently coming back. Also, another thing that's underrated
addictive.
about Drake
Yeah.
is his humor. This dude is funny as hell in the music. And people take him too seriously to see it sometimes. Like Spider-Man, Superman on some sexy songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Girl, I wish I could save you, but I can't.
Yeah.
That girl took me for Spider-Man. Like, that's such a silly thing to say, but it's like, it's funny.
He trolls and people don't know it.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah. So,
Man, Carter's going to love this episode.
there was like 2 years ago, sometime in the Kendrick beef, like really going off.
Yeah.
Where like, and this is maybe one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. We're like in a restaurant for my friend's birthday, packed table.
Okay.
And someone said something about Drake, and I'd been holding it all inside. And I went on like a 45-minute, 1 hour, like loud rant in this restaurant for Drake. Being like, I'm sick of this. I am sick of people acting like, and then someone tried talking about Kanye West. I was like, Drake writes for Kanye West. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Dude, I wish that if someone would have filmed that, you could have changed the beef.
Up and
like changed the beef.
That beef would have been twitched
Wow.
up. Crazy.
My friends don't let me live it down to this day. Anyone who was there, like, it was to the point where afterwards people were like, "Are you okay?" Because I was like,
You were steaming.
This is in Lethbridge?
No, this is in Calgary.
Calgary? Damn, bro.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, what restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
You don't know.
I'm trying to remember. It's one of my like friends' favorite restaurants.
I don't know if I'm gonna know. There's
Somewhere
like a million.
17th.
No, it's in Chinatown.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really good, and that's why I want to plug it for anyone listening, but I can't remember. They have great cocktails, great prices.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
Iceman was like a big jumbo Big Mac. It was crazy.
Yeah,
That shit was.
Yeah,
Damn, I gotta listen still. I've been a bad for the guy who's on the hip hop podcast. I gotta start listening.
People overhate that
Finish
album.
again.
That's what I think.
it's.
Like they saw it release and then they hate it automatically.
Yeah.
They didn't even give it a chance.
You talked about how you view things and being like, did I enjoy it? And I think that the biggest problem is like, there's this weird like hive mind thing going on, but we're not really connected. And like, I think that no matter what happened during that beef, before or after, like, I guess after now, people like their enjoyment is being influenced by someone else. Like without even, because I know a ton of people that like, I know some people that really were into Drake. Like I like Drake a little bit less now. And I think I outgrew some of his stuff.
Yeah.
And I think it's because when I was younger, I took it so seriously. Like I was like, this guy is like an absolute incredible lyricist and blah, blah, blah. And then when he started making other newer stuff and he wanted to have more fun and it was great, I looked at it with a different lens. But after this thing happened, like I know so many people that never really got into Drake and now they're automatically Drake haters and they're like, oh, he dropped this and it sucks. And I'm like, but are you listening to it being like, do I like this? No, I don't like this. Okay, maybe it sucks. Or are you like, this is going to suck? And then you listen to it. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like weird.
Yeah. Also, something can just not be for you. And I think that's another thing we've lost, where it's just like...
That's not a thing anymore.
Where it's like, it doesn't have to be... Like, there's stuff that I listen to and I know is good... It's like good quality, but I'm like, this is just not for me. Or it's not... I'm not the target audience. Or I'm not in the right headspace.
Right.
Also, you can't listen to an album and then... Like, the album drops and then 3 hours later... You're like, this is my fully formed opinion on it.
I can't agree more.
You gotta listen
I totally agree.
One of my, and now I'm like, damn, should I include him on this list? But one of my favorite rappers is Isaiah Rashad.
Oh, yeah.
I've never liked or like enjoyed an Isaiah Rashad project on first listen. And those are some of my favorite
I kind of agree with you
albums
there.
of all time.
Yeah.
Like the Sylvia demo, I remember
Sylvia demo.
I like listened to it and I was like, this was, dating myself again. We're downloading MP3s. And then like I had the folder on my computer for ages. It was like 7 months. And I went back and listened to it and I was like, whoa.
Yeah. I felt that way with Sun's Tirade. First listen, I couldn't get it. Second listen, I'm like, this is the greatest album of all time. It was crazy.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Sylvia Delman was underrated. There's some weird deep tracks on there, but I don't know. He finds a way to like really understated like hit, I feel like.
Yeah, I always say Isaiah Rashad makes great like regular person music. He makes great music for like I kind of hate my relationship. My job kind of sucks.
Right.
I'm a little broke. Yeah. And it's like, just very relatable, but also with like good melody and also just like great rapping.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think people are also victims of just the quality of music that's available everywhere.
Yeah. Just
like,
overloaded with good music.
But yeah, shout out Rashad. Also fun show, Shalom in Calgary.
I was gonna ask you, did you see that? Was that the house is burning? Or whatever, that album?
Good album.
Yeah, so I saw him.
He killed that.
Yeah,
that was really dope.
That was great. And also, it was funny hearing him. I was like, damn, this guy really from Chattanooga. Like I was like, oh shit, you're southern.
Chattanooga?
Yeah, I was like, you're southern as hell. Like,
I thought he was from Compton, but that's just because he signed a TV.
yeah,
that's
he's from Tennessee.
crazy.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, when he started talking, because he had grills in too, I think during the show. I was like, oh. I was like, damn, that's
Yeah, the way he raps makes
Yeah,
sense.
I've never known that. Now I'm gonna listen to him differently.
yeah, because he got the one song I think on Sylvia Demo called Webbie Flow. So I'm like,
Webbie Flow,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So like, I was very south.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, I love. He did the Duke Deuce verse from that feature on that
Oh,
track
yeah,
when he did it
yeah.
live. That was great. Yeah, he's underrated for sure. Still, did you like
Yeah.
the new project that he dropped? It's pretty long. I thought
So
it was really
again,
good.
same thing where like I've listened to it and
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, there's a few songs, but I know I'll probably listen in
back
like,
to it?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
like a couple months and then be like, wow, this is because music is also a big like headspace thing for
Yeah.
me. Like
Fair.
there's stuff that like I revisit stuff a lot, like all the classic like hip hop albums ever since maybe I was like 14. Every year I try to like
Get back to it.
get back to it.
Yeah.
Like it took me until I was maybe like 22 after years of trying to really be like, yo, Illmatic.
That's
I was
crazy.
Like, whoa. Yeah, it took me so long to really
That's
like
very interesting.
but then I want and so then I would never go outside and be like, Illmatic sucks. I was just like, ah. But then like
Now you
eventually I was like, oh my God, this is I can see why people describe it as like the best maybe hip hop
so
album
you have
ever.
to digest stuff like very slowly and very like in depth then, because I feel like a lot of people listen to stuff and like it or don't. That's
Yeah,
really
it's
interesting to take
TikTok.
that long to like, because that means you're finding something every
Yeah.
time like a little bit new.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
I mess with
Like
that.
it's also just like I've at this point in my life I'm like I've changed my opinion about so many things
Yeah.
that I'm just like, yeah, okay, we'll see.
That's cool. That's good not to be stuck in your ways. Okay, so we
Yeah.
got Drake.
Drake. All right.
Isaiah Rashad.
Rashad.
I don't know if Isaiah Rashad's on there.
Okay,
but
take him out.
We gotta but
Put him on pause.
Drake SZA actually.
SZA.
Yeah. I'm like
Tough.
a OG SZA fan from like when she dropped Zed and she had
Zed?
like the
That mixtape.
yeah, because like I was a really, really big Chance the Rapper fan.
Yeah.
Especially at the time like 10-day acid rap coloring book. But then she had a feature with him. So I was like, okay, let me like go listen to this. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and also she signed with, or she was kind of getting buzz. I don't know if she had signed with TDE yet, but I was like, all right, let me,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let me listen to this.
Yeah.
And yeah, just again, songwriting. Like I'm a really big fan of
Just like the writing.
The writing.
Yeah.
Like I'm one of those people that like you could be a mediocre singer. Not saying this about SZA, but like you could be a mediocre like singer or whatever, but like a vocalist. But if your writing is great, like that carries it a lot for me. So I love her writing. And similar to the next person actually that I'm going to talk about, we could like mush them together, but Frank Ocean as well, where like very evocative, very like poetic, and then also like again like I feel like the ability to make music that's like super relatable,
Accessible,
Yeah.
accessible, but then like
Simple.
like you're really working at your craft, like
Yeah.
it's like craft work and again just like enjoyment, like
Yeah.
or like getting something out of it. Like I used to joke that every time a SZA album dropped, I was going through a breakup. Like SZA drops the album, I'm like, damn it.
Damn.
But
That's gonna help and not help. At the same
Not
time.
helping to say
Yeah, but like,
but yeah, big fan of SZA and like
SZA.
again that the writing and then like
Yeah.
also memory and just being like, whoa, this at this time in my life, like this really speaks to me and like it sticks with me. And so
right.
and artists that you can grow with as well. And I think that's what I've enjoyed about Drake, SZA for me is like not just like, okay, there's one or two albums,
Yeah.
but like, okay, consistently over the last few years. And eventually maybe it'll stop hitting for me, but being like, I've actually connected with you at a bunch of different times over maybe the course of a decade or longer. And I'm still like tapping in.
You know, I really like R&B that's like so simple. When you talked about having simple rap, to me it's like that with R&B, like Snow Allegra, or
She's like a new artist,
semi-new
semi-new, like 2010s.
Cleo Soul.
Cleo Soul.
That's what I'm
Yes,
talking
yes,
about.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
like that style of just like laid back and you're just singing. It's just like this pretty ass woman just singing in my ears. I love
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like I also love a flawed, maybe this is the Drake SZA,
the toxic
like
in you.
yeah. I love like a I keep making the same mistakes. And I keep making terrible decisions.
You fuck with Giveon a lot.
That's the thing. And see, Giveon is someone that maybe like in like 5 years I'll be like, damn, Giveon. Because I had that with this is who I thought you were thinking about. Crap, what's her name?
Summer Walker. I was thinking that too.
I don't know why it's so hard to, but like, I tried to listen to Summer Walker for years, and then like last year it was like something just clicked.
Something clicked,
but yeah,
that's funny.
SZA, a little bit of the toxicity. Frank Ocean, also the musicality of it, the different sounds, and like, also like, I really like listening to an album all the way through, or at least like having that experience, like where it's like, oh, I found this album and I can just like listen to it front to back, a bunch. And I've had that with Frank projects, like Nostalgia Ultra, again, dating myself. I was in high school. I was in grade 12. I was in English class. We were banging that out. Like no headphones, being mad annoying in the corner.
You're one of those.
So like, I need to listen to this.
Out loud in the corner is amazing.
Yeah, I was playing it as quietly as I could, but
you had to listen.
I had to listen to it. I was working on my essays and stuff.
That's awesome.
But yeah, like, and then Endless, which is like the project that's I think more famous for him using that to get out of his record deal.
Right.
Yeah.
But such a good there's a song on there that I'm like, I wanted this played at my funeral, like Wither.
That's dope.
It's just really evocative writing that paints a picture where it's like you're not, because I remember there's these tweets where people were like, what the hell is this guy saying, but it's poetry in the sense that like you're just using words to evoke a feeling. So even if we wrote it out maybe and it might, you'd be like, what does that mean?
And it's not a sentence.
But it's like, how does it feel? Because a few years ago, again, after many years of trying, I finally like found something that made poetry click for me. My favorite, like I read a lot of sci-fi fantasy. My favorite author, Ursula K. Le Guin, she wrote a book of poetry right before it's like her last book of poetry. And it's about her dying because she was like in her 90s.
Whoa.
And so it's just like, it's called So Far So Good, and it's like her last days and her just reckoning with like, yo, I'm about to die.
Crazy.
But like, I remember just reading it, and then there was like one poem that just like, I was like, oh, where it's just like you're just using these words to evoke a feeling, and I really like that about Frank Ocean, and I just enjoy like the music a lot.
Musicality,
you are a very big reader. I remember seeing that posting books on the story and stuff.
I saw those highlights. You're like 20 million highlights of just books.
Are you
books?
Are you a book club guy?
I had a book club where I was in a book club with one of my friends.
Cool.
And I think that's the only book club I've been in. Like she had a book club and then we would go up. Not really a book club guy because
it's more for you.
Yeah. And also it's just hard to like get everyone to read the same book.
That's so true.
That's the main thing. Because it's
so
like,
fair.
if I was to start a book club, I'm like, I would want everyone to
read this.
But then like this person's want to read that, this person want to read that, and then like
makes sense.
Keeping it up as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Would you have like books you would recommend? Like let's say you have 5 books. Would you recommend?
Okay, so again, Ursula K. Le Guin. Everything I've said about music and like economy of language
applied to her.
Just I love a good sentence. Just like a sentence where you read it and you're just like, or like the same thing with music where I hear something and I'm just like, no, literally I read her books and I have that reaction. It's like bars. What's the funk flex?
That's
fucking bars.
Like that's how
you don't know nothing about this.
But my favorite, she has a book called The Dispossessed. That is about an anarchist society on the moon.
Wow.
Whoa.
And there's like, so it's like Earth is like super capitalist. It's like an anarchist society. But it's like a really honest exploration of what an anarchist society would actually look like. But then it's also, and everything's connected. Anthropology, Le Guin once said that she realized early on that the science in her science fiction would be social science.
Interesting.
So it's not just like there's spaceships, but it's more like human relationships. Like, okay, what if we reordered society differently?
Interesting.
So then Dispossessed really explores that, and it like looks honestly at like, because you can be like, yeah, we want everyone to be equal.
Yeah,
But then it's like, what would that actually look like? And then what would be the pitfalls?
Yeah, there'd be good and bad with it, for sure.
So for example, like no one like names are like almost like rented. How do I explain it? So it's like, there's just like all these names, and then the minute someone dies, their name goes back into the system.
And then someone takes it.
Someone takes it when they're born.
Wow.
Whoa.
And it's just assigned. So you don't like, so there's like a lack of kind of personality, individuality, like
Identity,
makes
all
sense.
that.
yeah, but then it's just like this interesting tension. So love Le Guin. Would also recommend the Left Hand of Darkness. That one looks a lot more about gender, because it's like a society where everyone's like, and this is like written in like I think 1960s.
Oh wow.
A society where everyone is basically non-binary.
Okay.
And it's like, what happens if like,
Right.
there's like
How do you interact?
Yeah, how do you
differently?
interact, and like yeah, all of these things. And then what other books do I recommend? Love Akweke Emezi, who is a Nigerian author, and like does a lot of just like really interesting work in sort of fantasy, but like I think just reflecting kind of an experience of Nigeria that I relate to, and like exploring things like our spirituality, and like what does that look like in a modern world, and like also just again great writing. I like the writing is fantastic, and so. But the last book of theirs I read, like mad horny. It was like a romance about this girl who basically falls in love with the devil.
Damn.
Oh wow.
But then it's an interesting play on like expectations, and like who do you expect to be good and who do you expect to be bad.
Interesting.
Wow. It flips it a little bit.
Yeah. And then I'll leave you with music wise, Gil Scott Heron's autobiography.
Oh.
Whoa.
Fantastic book.
Wow, that's crazy.
Fantastic book. And like
Legendary poet.
Yeah.
legendary person.
Yeah.
And that's what's crazy is like
That's very
reading it,
true.
I was like, damn, you were there for this. You were there for that. There's a random story where he's like, yeah, I walk into my hotel room for like a festival, and there's just like these dudes in my room like smoking mad weed.
Yeah.
Turn this Bob Marley in the Wailers.
Bob Marley.
And they had just got into the like they got mixed up, and so they got into the same room, and then he's just like, this is my room, and they're like
Just all met up.
yeah.
Shit.
Or like going on, he talks a lot about Stevie Wonder actually, and like Stevie Wonder's influence in like making like MLK Day a holiday, and like the civil rights movement and all this stuff, and just
Wow.
yeah. And then what else would I?
Gil Scott's a legend. I've never heard somebody like do poetry that means so much and matters so much and make it sound cool as hell. You know, like he was like doing like really crazy like activist messages and stuff, but like somehow made it like to me sounded like super cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And basically, especially at the time, that's like proto hip hop.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah,
Pretty
like,
much.
because that like rapping the cadences, all that stuff, like that really kind of, I think, in some ways at least, because sometimes you got to have the person who like opens people's ears a little bit, but and then also just really ahead of its time, because like you can listen back to that and be like, yo, this guy was really getting in these pockets and like lyrical spiritual miracle like sometimes, and like but also but then also like the book is interesting because he's like really honest about being like, again, maybe just my love of like people who are a bit fucked up, being like, I'm not a great guy, like I made a lot of mistakes,
Right.
I like messed up with like my wives and for my kids, like but yeah, it's cool because biographies are also a good way to learn about a time of just like this era where people were coming up from the South and then moving to like big cities, and he moves to New York, and then like all the blends of people, and like he was like almost like a Forrest Gump type character,
Wow.
where he's just in all this stuff.
All these situations.
Historical events everywhere for sure.
Yeah. That's 5 books right there. So for y'all book readers, there you go. But yeah, we got to get back to the 5 artists, because we didn't finish that list, and then we'll jump to the samples.
Oh yeah, who we got? Drake, SZA, Frank Ocean, maybe Isaiah Rashad.
That's like if I had an honorable mentions, Isaiah Rashad would be in there, Party Next Door would be in there, but I'm actually gonna go. This is hard because I had to pull up my phone. So I'm gonna go with a rapper named Hef. So this is actually a Dutch rapper.
Okay.
Love Hef. So
there's also unique takes.
So I feel like, so I still speak Dutch, and or at least passable Dutch.
Yeah.
But I learned so much of the language from Hef.
Whoa.
Like it was like Hef, SpongeBob, and playing soccer. Like those were
SpongeBob
my
and
like,
Dutch?
yeah, those were my like main sources of learning Dutch besides just like being
That's
around.
awesome.
But like he had the album called Hefvermogen, and like it was just like I think moving to a different place, and then also that was the first time I became aware really of like being black.
Yeah.
Cause like I grew up in Nigeria, so
Bunch of niggas.
yeah, it was just like I remember we had this Dutch guy who was married to a Nigerian lady that we knew, and he was literally he was like we're at dinner, he's like, so if I go to Nigeria, it's just gonna be black people, and he couldn't
believe that.
it.
Wow.
But like
He's in Holland. Yeah.
yeah. So
Wow.
Yeah.
although like hey, shout out to Amsterdam, some Zuidoost. The Holland could be it could be quite black in certain places, but
Okay. Yeah.
but like but then that's why Hef I think was kind of important to me because I was living somewhere that wasn't very black, right? Like my school, I think there was like maybe 7 black kids out of like 400 or 500.
Yeah.
And like that was such a new experience for me. But then also just finding alongside soccer, like finding a piece of this place that was relatable to me.
Yeah.
As like a fan of hip hop.
Sports, hip hop, all that stuff.
Yeah, and like also, and I wish like I could force people to like learn Dutch just so
They can experience
experience like that album because it's like
That's dope.
It's like it. I feel like also for Dutch hip hop, it almost is like a maybe some earlier people like Jiggy J, but it has the reverence of almost like I was gonna say Nas, but maybe more like a 50 Cent type moment.
Okay.
Where it's like big. I wouldn't say a superstar, but he's in that pantheon where people, the way we would talk about like a Nas, like a Jay-Z. Actually, Jay-Z maybe is more like in terms of just the rapper, but he's also just like a funny guy, but like personality, but then like just great production. FS Green was one of the producers. Like when I first ever started rapping, I was rapping on FS Green beats because like cool. I just moved from Holland. Yeah, and like people would be like, "What is this?" Because I was like, but like
I got the Dutch beats.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Just like
wow,
that's crazy. And then like in a similar way to Jay-Z, like the progression of going from like this like street rap, but just kind of a more polished street rap to then like
luxury.
He's like and then also being like a dad. Yeah. And so he has like these albums now where it feels like a 444. Yeah. Where you're like, oh, he's like he has a song called Sorry where he literally just apologizes. And then this is the cool thing about following the journey of an artist. Yeah. It's because like I know all the situations kind of, right? Wow. Where it's like he's apologizing to the first label. I think it was Black Ice that he was with, and then he left them to join Noah's Ark, which is like one of the biggest it's like Noah's Ark, and it was like Noah's Ark or Top Notch are the two like where he like left. Yeah. So then like he's like sorry for leaving. He's like his brothers also rap, also fantastic rappers. Okay. 3 of them, they have like joint albums together. Hef, Crooks, and Atje. Yeah. And like, but yeah, just like that progression and like watching and following and like again special to me that Hefvermogen, that album, because like again I would be literally hopefully zit je goed, hier raak je het kwijt. And I'd be on Google Translate like, what does it mean? What does it mean? Like
that's crazy.
And hopefully this is where you get that chalk. I'm like, cocaine. All right, bars. Understandable. Bars. Like,
wow, nobody's ever dissected Dutch beats in Dutch on our podcast.
All my friends, if you're around me, you'll hear like you'll hear Dutch rap. You'll hear that's tough, bro. Shout out to Ronnie Flex.
That's dope.
What's this guy? Oh, what's his brother's name as well? But like, just that's quite special to me.
Yeah. Every time we have a new guest, there's always like in their top 5, there's something that's always like means for them in their heart. And it's always like there's that one person. No one knows who it is, but like to them, it's like, that's the one. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. So we have a thing. We call it the sample something contest. But it's just, basically, the idea is I'm going to play you a sample, and you're going to have to guess the artist that sampled that sample. Okay. And I have 4 on me. Evan has a couple.
Yeah, I'll give you 2,
And yeah, so like, you know, it could be any song that you recognize a sample that was used.
All right.
So
I consider myself a pretty good, like I have a pretty good ear for samples. So we'll see
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
how accurate that
all right.
is.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it.
This is the first one.
Damn, I'm lost.
I think I know what it is. I've never heard this before. You don't know this one?
Yeah,
Can you one more time? I
I'll
want
play
to make
it
sure.
more
I want to
time,
make
yeah.
sure it's the song.
Just think of that. No low end.
I think I know
a
what it
little spread up.
I can't.
is. Is it the J. Cole track? Got me up all night.
Power Trip.
Drink. It was nice.
It was
nice.
Power Trip
See,
by
you guys would miss me because
Yeah.
I do not listen to J. Cole.
You're not a J. Cole guy.
Yeah, I have strong feelings about J. Cole.
Oh wow.
Okay, we can pause. What do you got to say?
Yeah. Wow. This is interesting.
Nah, okay, so I feel like my feelings about J. Cole are actually less about J. Cole
Yeah.
and more about J. Cole fans. And,
Oh.
and the time in which was it 21 Forest Hills Drive?
2014 Forest Hills. Yeah.
Yeah, when that dropped.
Yeah.
Because you have to understand what I was listening to at the time. My favorite, the Migos. I'm a big Migos head. So
Oh, you
it used
were
to piss
pissed.
me off because people would be like, "This is a
Cole's
real
the best.
music." Just like, and it was just the arrogance. And I'm sorry, again, my thing of like economy. And this is like, again, the music is good,
Yeah.
but I just started getting pissed because then people were like, "I'm superior to you because I
Ooh,
listened to J. Cole."
yeah.
That was the vibe.
That was the vibe.
Damn, that's so funny. 'Cause now I think people look at it like he's such a. All J. Cole fans think they're so humble and like cool, but so maybe that is
Yeah.
that's funny,
Just purely
bro.
out of spite, you didn't listen to J. Cole.
Yeah, I was like, and no, and also because like,
Yeah. The
So I
mainstream made
liked,
it up.
I liked some of the, I love Neighbors, for example. That
love
song,
Neighbors,
I love
too.
that
Yeah.
song.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
But then I was like, but
You didn't do dope.
yeah. Shout out the Migos, man.
Shout out the Migos, bro.
Shout out
Rest
to-
in peace.
I
Take
was
off.
rest in peace. Take off.
Emma Smith, best ad libs in hip hop ever.
Migos are
Wow.
like not as big as they should be, low key. Honestly.
The old shit still
Yeah.
nobody will
It's
know about
just
unless you were
so
listening
slaps.
in 2013 or
I
2011.
literally today,
Yeah.
I was listening to No Label 2.
Wow.
Front to back. I love,
Bro.
Don't get me started. I had Migos merch like before
Wow, bro.
before Bad and Bougie dropped.
I'm gonna
Before
have to
Bad
tell
and
my
Bougie.
buddy
Yeah.
Andy to listen to this podcast. This guy, so 2013, right? No. What am I saying? 2016, 2016.
When it dropped.
Bad and Bougie drops.
Yeah.
It gets really big. Donald Glover puts it on Atlanta. Everybody in the whole world plays it. Everybody knows that story. Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
All these kids get on Migos. Culture One's out. All these kids are listening to Migos in my high school. Everybody, right? My buddy Andy's been listening to Migos like way back.
Since YRN.
Like back to the bando, like Offset's in
Yeah.
jail.
Bando.
Like,
Yeah. Bando.
yeah.
People
Yeah.
don't know about is Offset ever gonna get on the chorus because he was in jail.
He was in
So
jail.
we're in science class and everybody's talking about like call casting, which great songs. Culture One, amazing
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
He's getting so tight. Like he is, and he just yells in science class. He's like, "You guys don't know shit about the Migos. Everything's I know about the Migos from back when. You guys know Chinatown. You know nothing about the Migos." It was crazy.
It's like, y'all weren't even here for
so
Versace.
funny.
Come on.
Versace, yeah.
bro.
I was listening to Migos when I worked
YRN
as a
2?
janitor.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
YRN 2 when I was a janitor after my first after I graduated high school. Shout out to the Migos.
Bro,
Yeah.
one of my favorite rap verses of all time is Takeoff's verse on "Came From Nothing," and I don't even think "Came From Nothing" is on Spotify because there's no way they cleared half the samples. And it was like DJ Durrell and Done Deal on the track,
Yeah.
and like just the craziest verse. He's shouting like OJ Mayo out and shit when he's playing on the Milwaukee Bucks. Like, what's going on? Yeah,
Best
okay.
ad-libs in the game, yeah.
I don't know which one I'm gonna play first. I'm gonna play this one first.
Yeah.
So I'm
I don't know if you're gonna know this one. Though. It
one.
depends if you know this artist.
I
That's
forgot
the
about
problem.
Bando.
It is the greatest ad libs though. I think that's like pretty.
that's why I love Shebang.
can't debate
Shebang.
on Iceman because it's all Migos ad libs.
Just Migos ad lib, yeah.
Tough. Okay, let me skip into this song a little bit because it happens like 50-ish
further.
seconds in.
Yeah.
So let me go.
No stress.
All right, give it like 2 seconds.
This
Just the melody?
It's a tough one.
I'm doubly pissed because I listen to like jungle and
Oh,
garage
yeah?
all the time.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
just like, damn it.
This is
I don't know
JPEG?
why this. Maybe because it just sounds like Pink Panthers. That's where my brain's going.
Pink Panthers? Yeah.
I could see that. It's not. That it is some crazy DMV jungle shit. That's from Ridge Racer Type 4, which is like an old Japanese racing game.
Okay.
I want to say it was on the PS1 actually. Do you know the artist that sampled it or no?
No.
Who do you think would sample
we
this?
went too hard.
No.
Yeah.
You went as hard as you should have gone.
Yeah, I think we kept it.
I don't know exactly who the people are you listen to, and so I was like, I'll pick. I got a couple, but
Yeah.
What? Okay, play it again and give me a clue. What part
shit,
of the? Is it just the?
oh, I almost spoiled it. That's crazy. It's just this.
This feels like an artist I don't listen to, so.
I don't know why. I was like, is there a shop?
No. This is way too fast.
Nah.
Do you want me to play the song?
This is JPEG?
Yeah.
This is JPEG.
Oh
Okay,
my god!
yeah.
See, that would have been a good educated guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah,
I know you
nice.
know this one.
No, I don't listen to a lot of JPEG.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I just feel
Yeah. I had a feeling it was JPEG, even though I don't listen to
Good
much.
shit.
Yeah,
That's
random, but-
that's
yeah.
bald by JPEG.
Bald, okay.
I know, like you've hung out with like Yatsen so much, so I was like, I wonder if he like kind of pushed.
Influence, yeah.
Me and him went to a JPEG show. I got a memory on my phone. It was like actually it was like yesterday, like 4 years ago, and I was like, no, wait, this was 4 years ago.
Oh, nice.
We saw him at Commonwealth in Calgary, like tiny, like not tiny, but small venue,
Yeah.
and but like big for him at the time, I guess. And like now it's crazy because there's no way you could see him at a venue that's
I
small.
love
He's
that.
big
Though.
now.
I love when you catch people early.
Yeah.
and
So
you're
nice.
Like, yeah,
You
like
get nice seats.
Like we saw Isaiah at McEwen, and like I don't know if he'll have that same kind of trajectory, but like
yeah,
he could be at a bigger
no,
stage.
there's nuts like I remember talking. I went to Peach Pit show at McEwen Hall, and they were like, "Yeah, last time we were here, we played Tubby Dog." I was like, "That's crazy."
That's crazy.
Because it was like,
Wow.
they came for Sled, I think, and then it was
Yeah.
like pandemic, and then they blew up.
Yeah.
and then they
Yeah.
came back and played Mac also.
I saw them at the Coke stage like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they killed. That's crazy. They're from
Yeah.
Van, I want to say.
Yeah. I love Peach Pit.
Yeah,
That's dope.
me and Evan saw Mick Jenkins in the Palace, and then we got free, like VIP.
Oh,
They just
nice.
let us in the booth.
We just let in and we're like, chill.
I saw Mick Jenkins at a random club in Ottawa in
Shit.
2015.
It's like,
Oh, wow.
The
Peak
Waters.
of Waters.
Yeah. This guy, on the Waters, he raps about being tall a bunch.
Yeah.
I met him. He signed my water bottle.
He's
and I
6'5",
lost it.
bro.
Yeah,
He's
really
literally
is 6'5". He's a
6'5".
legit 6'5". I was like, damn, you're
He
tall as
signed your
hell.
water bottle? That's tough.
That is so cool.
6'5", and
The
I was like,
Waters.
you're from Alabama. Because
Yeah.
this is a big boy.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this guy's massive.
Oh man, he must have like grew up like Alabama church music and stuff. Because when we
Yeah.
saw him, it was like, I don't know, the presence he had, it felt like he was like a preacher, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah.
He killed it at the Palace. I felt bad for him because like
It wasn't the right
the people
audience.
that
That
were there for
sucks.
him were absolutely there for him. But there's a lot of people like, let's go check out the headline of the festival, and they were like,
Yeah.
I don't really listen to rap music because it's a very indie rock festival. I think they're trying to expand and branch out. But
Yeah,
like
he-
Billy Woods is doing it this year.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's
nice.
dope because he's a very like weird underground kind of
He
guy.
played some bangers though.
Did you know what I saw
Yeah.
like that in the reverse because I was waiting to see someone else, but I
Yeah.
saw Hot Chip.
Hot shit.
Okay.
But because I was waiting to see Chance the Rapper at the last ever Squamish Valley Music Festival. I feel old when I say shit like this, but
Squamish.
Shout out
Yeah.
Squamish.
Squamish, yeah.
I think
I saw-
Kendrick performed there once.
Yeah, I saw Drake there
Wow.
actually. Drake 2015, and I was like, whoa, this guy has so many hits. That was literally like 11 years ago. Saw Drake,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
saw Chance, saw K Tronada.
That's hard.
Shout out in
bunch of
2015.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I saw
Yeah.
K Tronada like 2 years ago at Stampede at the whatever the
big
DJ kind of
stadium,
one is
yeah.
called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love catching them because I'm like, I might not be able to afford where you're going.
Yeah.
That's man.
Very
That's
fair.
crazy.
Okay. This is the next one. I hope you listen to this rapper. That's what I'm hoping.
That's good to hear right before. Hey.
I feel like I know the original song.
Just that melody.
Bro, I know this.
Evan
Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
song?
which actually should have been on my list.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the song. This
Because Bridge City Blues, I'm just like, bro, the inspiration is there.
Yeah,
you know.
Whoa.
This is Heat Check off Vadir.
Heat check. I need a little reset. Yeah, fuck. I should have had that, bro.
Yeah. So I'm glad you got that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Damn. I'm glad I didn't guess after. I thought that sounded like an Action Bronson beat to me, so I was
You know what I mean?
It does.
Fuck, Lava. Yeah. Damn. So, oh, fuck. Okay.
At least I got one.
You got one.
I was like, I can't leave here. I gotta leave here with something.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my last one.
Mm-hmm.
That's really funny, bro.
Also, from the ground up, Odd Future fan back in the day.
Odd Future.
Yeah.
Same here.
When Earl was in Samoa.
Shout out Free Earl.
Free Earl. Yeah.
My buddy made a Free Earl t-shirt. Like, you know how have you ever done like the iron-ons?
Yeah.
You go to like Staples and you get like the transfer paper and we couldn't figure out how to like orient it on his mom's like printer.
Yeah.
Man, his mom was so mad at us. We printed so many copies, but like we printed it off and then we like ironed it on the shirt.
Yeah.
Free Earl. Like,
Dude, I had so
I was a
many-
huge skater too, so it was like such a big thing.
Oh, I was a poser. I had so many donut socks. Like,
The donut
I
socks.
stole some donut socks from Zoomies when I was like 14. Like, yeah, that's right. They can't stop me. I'm listening to Odd Future. Yeah. Okay, ready? Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep running it back, okay? Because it's quick.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun,
is it that
dun.
first?
Yeah. It's right off the rip.
I know I'm gonna be pissed because I feel like I know this.
You might be pissed.
Okay, I'll give a few guesses.
Okay, go for it.
One, navy blue.
No, but same vein.
Ooh.
Okay,
Also, great artist.
Yeah.
fantastic artist.
I need to listen to that new album.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah.
really good. It's
Yeah.
really.
I heard
like,
it was really good, yeah.
You might try.
introspective. Yeah, it's really sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really,
No,
really
he always
sad.
makes some depression shit, but
Yeah.
I fuck it.
But it's
Love it.
really.
Yeah.
I don't know, he does it so well, man.
Yeah.
Um.
I like
Okay.
it.
In that navy blue.
It's like you're going to therapy with him,
Yeah.
and not like in the Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale way.
No, it's
No.
different.
In the
It's like
because-
almost too honest sometimes, and I'm like, holy. Fuck.
yeah, because this is what I always tell people. Because like I've been in therapy the last 4 years. I'm
Yeah.
like the actual experience of it sucks.
Yeah.
Like afterwards, and the
'Cause you're
benefits are
crying.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
The moments being in it, having someone be like, hey, maybe this bad thing that happened to you was
Yeah.
actually really bad. And
Yeah.
you should, like look it in the eye.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah. And he's a producer too. So like most
Bro,
of
he's
his
a
beats, I
sick
think,
ass
are his,
producer,
and it's
bro.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's too nice.
Crazy.
Actually, if I show you guys a text someone sent me the other day, I won't say who sent it to me, but these are not my words.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna read it out.
Okay, please do.
Given the J. Cole conversation we were having
All
earlier,
right. Love
Navy
this.
Blue is who J. Cole wishes he was.
Did Joel send you that?
That's
Nah,
crazy.
not Joe.
Okay.
You don't know this person.
Damn. Navy blue is who
It's
J. Cole, wishes
he
was.
wants to be. Damn.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
In
you-
terms of music,
I don't tolerate this J. Cole hate.
No, I think the thing that we and it makes sense because he's a person and people evolve, but
Yeah.
also like being there for like J. Cole signed to Roc Nation,
Yes. Early J. Cole is
just like it's so
Versace
different.
shirt, and then it was like
To
and then
Neighbors,
when he like,
it's like-
I'm
so,
so
yeah,
conscious
he grew
and
up
cool
dreads.
now.
and so
I'm a
like
good guy.
He had a record label, you know.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
Dreamville.
I honestly think it was like he made a track about I Let Nas Down or whatever, and like
Yeah.
because he was trying to be like the jiggy rapper. He was
Yeah.
trying to make like party
Yeah.
music, and he was good at it.
And I
Yeah.
think a lot of it's like you signed to a major, like they're like
For
we need
sure,
to
yeah.
recoup. And
Yeah.
So I like tongue in cheek because
No, that's fair.
who-
but
Navy
like
blue
it was
mission.
I saw that and cracked up.
Damn.
So,
That's
yeah.
crazy. That's
But
a good
that's a-
pull.
I feel
That's
like
a-
there's a limit to what you can do
Yeah.
when you're that big. Like there's
Yeah.
a limit to you got to sell records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as good as Navy Blues music is, that kind of music will not necessarily
No.
get you like
He wanted to tell he wants to tell his story and his perspective from him. I don't think he ever got into rap to be big. Like he's a pro skater
Yeah.
still, and like he skates for Supreme and Adidas and stuff. And
Yeah.
it depends on contracts and shit. And if you look at like Tyshawn stuff. But anyway,
Yeah.
but like
He probably just has to find a medium.
he makes
balance.
pretty good money being a skater now because
Yeah.
of endorsements and stuff. And like he's like, I forget who the cologne company is that he's
Oh, you're
done
talking
ads
about
with.
Navy Blue. I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about J. Cole.
no,
I'm like,
sorry.
what?
I'm just saying, like, I don't think he ever got into rap as like, he kind of makes money. I don't think he ever got into rap as like, I need to be a star. Like, I think,
Yeah. And this is my roommate Muni, she's a DJ and we always talk music.
Yeah.
And I always say like not everyone's gonna blow up. And it's like the sports conversation we were having where it's like there's people who like there's dudes who will just watch hoop because we love how they hoop, but they might not win a championship.
Yeah.
But like you're like, damn, that crossover.
that's Brandon Ingram for me, bro. On the Raptors. Anyway. Okay, you want to hear the song
Okay,
that got
What was the
sampled?
song? Yeah.
Dude, this is the one. Don't be mad. I don't even know if you'll know it. You'll know it for sure.
This is a Mike song?
No, but same vein.
Same vein?
Lost my dog in the staircase, took the highest spot on the podium. Ghost niggas probably
Oh my god! It's Mavi!
Oh, Mavi.
Yeah, that's Mavi.
I love Mavi's
Yeah.
music.
I don't listen much of Mavi
Earl's
song.
also on this track.
Yeah.
It's a Earl album actually. This is El Toro Combo Meal.
Yeah.
Off of Feet of Clay.
And I guess it makes sense as well because this is what I was listening to when
Making
like Bridge City Blues. Like
That's crazy.
But yeah, love Mavi's music. Again, another fantastic writer.
Bro, we'll get there, yeah.
I think we had that conversation because, well, when E-Man played the last Earl song, I'm like, fuck, this is the only other one I have. But when after the show, which we'll talk about that. But after the show, I remember talking about a few artists, and I think it was Mavi that I maybe mentioned you, and you told me that you were listening to him a lot. So I was like, I gotta include this song.
Yeah.
Because that song changed my life. Like that was like a really weird era for Earl Sweatshirt. Whether you liked him or didn't, he was trying really hard to be something totally different. And a lot of people didn't like Feet of Clay, but that song, mostly for the production, but for the way like Mavi is like, he's like a ball rolling down a hill. Like it's like you can't stop his rapping, but it's controlled. I don't know, man. The way he like, it's
Just
crazy.
the pacing. Yeah.
It's crazy. And then Earl comes in and it's just like it's honestly like the hardest bars you ever heard, but it's the most like ludicrous shit of all time. He's like so washed out. I had to figure out the whole thing. Like, it's just like, but it's so great.
All right. I have 3 more for you.
Okay.
So this is
Comeback
another
season.
one.
Oh. Sorry, bro.
Come on, you know this.
I know this, but actually, I'm thinking of the original because
Yeah.
You like dance music?
yeah.
I'll play it again.
I know that. You guys caught me at a bad. My brain is not working.
No, it's because you're trying to think too hard.
You're trying to think.
Just because I know the song.
The first answer that just things you think about.
No. It's
Yeah.
because I literally can't remember. I feel like.
I don't know. This one's gonna piss me off.
Yeah, because you love this album, bro.
I do?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's not good. Oh.
Think of a certain crazy man.
Yeah, I think I know who it is.
Is it Ye?
Yeah.
Is this the one you did with Lil Pump? Or am I tripping?
It does sound like I
No.
love it, but I
No.
know that's crazy.
Go back.
No, I can't remember. But I know it's very familiar.
Should be, yeah.
It totally did sound like I'm such a
Yeah. I hate that song, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good too. It played in the club too much.
Wanna
when I
hear it
was
again?
first.
Yeah. Just like that start.
I think I know what era it is.
And the beat doesn't really
remember.
change all that much.
I can't remember. Also,
You're right,
like,
it's Kanye.
yeah.
This is Fade off of Life of Pink.
oh,
Yes. Yeah.
damn! You just pitched it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, one of my I don't even say this out in public usually.
Yeah.
I did not really start listening to Ye until
Life of
Jesus.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That's fair. Wow.
Yeah.
Like you didn't listen to graduation
I
stuff?
tried. It's again
wow.
the same thing where I was
Yeah.
like,
You were into it.
also, my hot take about Kanye West is only as good as his current muse. So I always listened to the muse. So like I was listening to Travis Scott. I was listening Kid Cudi.
That's a pretty.
One of my favorite rappers ever.
Yeah.
So like in
take.
the graduation that post that era, I was listening to Cudi. I'm a Kid Cudi saved my life kid.
Yeah.
You said
Hey,
that at
fair
the
enough.
concert too.
Yeah. I remember that.
Fuck! I wish I remember the preamble to it.
Yeah. This next one, I think.
Shout out Kid Cudi, bro. Fuck Diddy for blowing that guy's car up and opening his Christmas presents.
Oh, I mean, I'm thinking with no diggity, but is this no diggity?
This is Grandma's Hand by Bill Withers, but it's no diggity.
No diggity.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a song. So you got that.
Duke Deuce samples that track.
It was a bunch of like Big Crit.
Yeah.
This guy Kakan, I don't know.
No, maybe it's Big Crit that I'm thinking about, not Duke Deuce.
Brother Ali, Fritz the Cat.
Shout out the albino, brother.
Yeah,
Ali,
a bunch
bro.
of people sampled this.
That's crazy.
All right, this last one might be pretty. I don't know if you listen to that one or not.
Was this reversed in the song?
Kind of reverse, slowed down a little bit. I mean, actually sped up. I'll play.
ASAP Rocky?
No.
It sounds like a Clams Casino beat.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a crazy.
You want a hint?
Okay.
I think in my head I have an idea. We're letting
Is this
the guess
someone
go.
rapping very hard? Like,
Super hard.
yeah.
Featuring a big rapper we talked about.
Oh,
You actually mentioned a certain guy from the 90s.
okay. Now I think I know where we're going, but I didn't expect it.
Bruh, my brain is fried. I'm like,
Jay-Z
Nas?
featured on this album.
wait, Jay-Z features on this album.
So it couldn't have been Nas. Then they had beat.
No.
Jay-Z
Who else?
features on this album.
Come on, guys.
J. Cole?
No.
I'm just trying to listen to the sale in my head.
I'll play it again.
Mick Jenkins? No.
Listen to those vocals and the production.
Jay-Z.
If it loads up.
Oh, this has got to be a Jay-Z Kanye project then.
No.
No, fuck. Oh, is this on Watch the Throne? Jay-Z.
Damn.
Rogers was supposed to call me today and make our Wi-Fi faster, bro.
Yeah.
You ever get in fights with people about internet? Don't do it. I didn't even get in a fight. I was just like, hey, like I'm paying for the second fastest internet.
It's basically that whole beat, but it's kind of sped up with some big drums.
Yeah, I'm like,
There's another
Benny the Butcher?
rapper that Jay-Z helped do a whole album. There's nothing more I can give than that.
Damn, Jay-Z helped him do a whole album.
Yeah, that's very few people because that man is
How,
stingy.
is this pre 2010?
No, after
Post 2010?
post 2010.
Jay-Z helps some. Who does Jay-Z put on post 2010?
Who else?
And it's not Kanye. I'm gonna be
He's black.
so mad.
Lyricist. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
This is so
no.
every day I do like different like soccer quizzes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is exactly how I feel all the time.
You feel stupid when you get the
yeah,
answer.
and then I'm like, it was Lionel Messi.
You're gonna say like I'm an idiot if I
Yeah,
don't
I
get
think
this.
I'm preparing myself.
Wait,
to,
is this artist now like successful, or did people like, oh, you just got helped out by Jay-Z on an album, you're not that? Oh my god, I know who it is.
Yeah.
I know who it is.
I feel like my hip hop head pass
Yeah.
is getting revoked.
But what song is it? Okay, hold up. This guy, if it's who I think it is, this guy has like one of the most like legendary like hip hop songs. Like when you were like a kid, maybe. I don't know if you
Yeah.
people would be like, yo, this is the best rap song. Like
He's like the best lyricist
the last
ever.
verse is the craziest shit ever.
Jay Electronica?
Yeah.
This is Universal Soldier.
Oh, this is my favorite song on that album too.
Yeah.
I should have had that. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, so
What a great song.
that one was good. It was a tricky one, so I'll give you that. So,
Yeah.
but you did good, bro.
Damn.
I tried my best.
Good job,
good
bro.
shit,
Those were
bro.
tough.
Those were tough.
Yeah.
Those are tough.
It's funny because it's like I also understand based on like the Rich City Blues era.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like what I've been listening to recently has been so different. So I'm
yeah.
like, oh, my brain.
Just jumbled up.
We're going off that, yeah. Damn.
But yeah, speaking of Bridge City Blues, I wanted to ask you this: like, how did you guys like got to idea of making that project? You and Yatsen.
Yeah, so like I've known Yatsen since like uni days, like since like early. You guys were talking to
Brace.
Victor on the last show.
Oh, yeah, Victor, yeah.
His episode about like the YAC and stuff. So like
Yeah.
I was there for like the early kind of inception of that.
Yeah.
But we never really worked together. I think we maybe like one time tried, but like maybe just hung out and then nothing ended up being made.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd been writing because I stopped making music for a while. I feel like when I started uni, we were making music. It was like, that was the thing. But like I said earlier, split into doing photography.
Yeah.
Then I just became the guy who like would freestyle, which is always funny.
Yeah.
Because people would come to the group and be like, you guys are rappers, and then they'd be like, just this guy. Yeah. So basically, like, you know what, like, Praise is, which is funny because it's my cousin.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
Praise,
was me where, like, I'm just like, but
That's funny.
yeah, over like the course of the pandemic, I was writing a lot, and I think I was just going through a lot of different shit, like real life shit. Because this is my friend Nico. We used to rap together. We used to make music together. Like him, a bunch of other guys. They had a group called Rogi's Click.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and he always said this thing, and he would actually reference Jay-Z, where he's like, we probably just don't have enough to talk about yet. Where like Jay-Z's first album came out when he was like, what, 26, 27?
Yeah.
Right.
So he's like, yeah, we're like, I think I stopped really like making music as much when I was maybe like 20, 21. And so he's like, maybe we just need to live more life and we'll have stuff to say. And so over the course of like the pandemic and like some of the earliest I remember writing is like 2019, writing some stuff that ended up on Bridge City Blues. And I would just like write a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. And then, listening to a lot of like, end up listening to a lot like Earl and like Mavi. But then also if we're going down to like sentences and stuff, like I was listening to a lot of Phoebe Bridgers like during the pandemic.
Tough.
Yeah, like fantastic songwriter. And I remember this thing where like someone had said, because I watched a lot of interviews, and someone had said like she'll not finish a song until it's like right, like the sentence is right.
Right.
So like it was a lot of polishing those things over and over again. And then once I started feeling like, oh, like I have this bit of this bit of that, it's not like a full like EP or anything worked out. I just knew like, and I'd always wanted to work with Yatsen. So I just like, and I knew with like, the influences from like Earl and Mavi, I was like, that's probably who I want to produce it. So he'd sent me some beats. Like I asked him like, yo, just send me some stuff. And I kind of told him the vibe I was feeling. So yeah, he just sent me some stuff. I was like, oh, this fits with like this half a verse that I have here. And and then went over to his like home like studio. I think we did one song. Can't remember which one was the first one we did, and it was like boom, like this is, maybe it was Firewood, but it was like, this is sick.
A good song. Yeah.
And then we did the second song another time. It was like, this is sick. And then like after that we started crafting more stuff from scratch.
Yeah.
Getcha,
and then that was harder.
That was way
but but like that was also just really fun because we would just sit and I'd be like, yo, this is what I've been listening to. Just talk about music, talk about life, and then like record, and like I might have my one verse like done, and then I'll take a little thing that was part of a verse somewhere else and then make it a hook.
That's dope.
So like, yeah, just Patrick, and it was just fun. It was just fun.
Yeah.
Like recording has always been the most stressful part of like music for me.
Yeah.
That's
So
fair.
like working with Yatsen like made it just like very relaxed, like really, really chill.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I feel like it was very therapeutic for me because like, again, pandemic, like just, it was a rough time. Like I had like quit my job, gone back to school. And then when I came, like finished, pandemic hits, I was like unemployed. I was dating someone, and then it was like, we broke up, and it was just like a lot of questions about like, what are you doing with your life? Like all this shit. And I was like, damn, I am depressed. I was like, whoa, who knew? Like, but yeah, it was ended up being, it was also interesting putting it together because by the time we were recording it, I was in a much better place.
Right.
But like, yeah, that was like kind of going through, and then by the time it even came out, like, it was like, we'd recorded it, probably done for like a year plus by the time it came out.
Yeah, that happens sometimes for sure. That's dope though. You mentioned like how it feel like recording with Yatsen felt like so easy and stuff, and man, you've got to like make beats together now too and stuff.
Yeah, we made one beat like a couple weeks back, but yeah, super fun.
That's one of like my first experiences like meeting anybody in the music scene. I might have talked about this once on the podcast before for sure, but yeah, like Joel Jastro, who I met through the YAC, him and like Biggs, the rapper, they were hanging out with Yatsen. Like, oh, come like hang out, and me and my other buddy Spencer, and we all just kind of like sat there, and Joel and Biggs wrote stuff, and me and Spencer helped contribute, like, you know, just like a little bit of production stuff. But just seeing like Jacob work and like how chill like he is, and like he's like talking to you in the conversation stuff, but he's doing shit the whole time.
Yeah.
And he, like, I don't know, he like sets it up so easily that it doesn't, if he's struggling with something, you don't know about it. Like he's kind of just doing, and then he like figures it out. And like, I don't know, we made a whole song in under 3 hours, and I think it's like, it was cool. I think it's still cool. Like, you know, like, so, because I think nothing's worse than like, shit's not going right, and like you can see like the engineer, the producer being like, oh shit. Because that makes you feel like stressed out as an artist, but like you're just good to go. And it's cool that you could be there to like work with him on how it sounds.
Yeah, not like, and like even I haven't gone to see him like to like make music. Like I've seen him obviously, but even with those records I brought back from Nigeria, like I mentioned, like he was like, yo, let's like, it'd be fun to look through those and sample it. And like, watching him work is like, he's a genius. I'm always like,
it's pure magic,
man,
bro.
like, like
his sampling is crazy.
This is like, because we listen to music, right? You hear all this stuff from all around. We make music, so you know when something's good. And so like, but just the relaxed atmosphere, and then also like I find like with music, and this is why I stopped in the first place, was like there was a lot of pressure, and like I was like, oh, I wanted to feel fun, like because I'm not really at this point. I'm not like, oh, I'm trying to blow up. It would be nice, like you know, but like I'm just like, I'm gonna keep the same way I like started with photography, and I just kept going. I was like, I'll probably always make music in some form. But then having someone with that ethos of just like, it feels like a very playful ethos of like, we're having fun making a thing. And also the willingness for it to suck. Because we've gone in and we've like, he's done the beat, I've written the verse, and then at the end of the session, we just sit there like, nah. And sometimes we have that, and then the next day it's like,
it's different.
Oh, it's good. But like we've had a few where it's just like, but then it's like, all right, that was just like we enjoying the process.
Still had a good experience.
Yeah.
I totally agree. You have to love doing the process. If you're only there for the product, then you might as well just be making AI music, bro. And like, you know what I mean?
No, for real.
Don't do that. Like, that's dope. That's very dope. I think that was to this day, I think the coolest show and the coolest like setup for a show I've ever been to was at Legend when you guys did the EP release. That was very dope. Like, so I'm sorry for making your mic feedback.
No, I don't even remember.
I'm not even gonna say I made it feedback. I was so scared. We were in this all concrete room for everybody who wasn't there.
The room was insane.
And Yachtin had to run your vocals through his interface because a couple of the songs, maybe only one song, she has auto-tune.
There's a few.
There's a couple for sure.
I love auto-tune.
And it was dope. And it was like, because live auto-tune's way harder to do than you would expect, especially like it's hard on the computer. But I was so scared because I had such a hot signal. I'm like, I need to like boost the mic. He's singing really quiet. Then it goes, woo.
Just feeds.
It's like shit. But you guys killed it, and it sounded so dope. Praise performed there. Who was the other guy?
It was Ollie and Young Freeze. Young Prince Beats.
True, Young Prince Beats. No, that was such a cool vibe, and everybody that came, I didn't know. I probably knew like 6 people there. And everybody else that I just kind of like met was like so friendly. Like a lot of Level 7 crew I didn't know at all then. I met, because I think Nico was there once, like George's friend, because I went to see Freddie Gibbs with them. Like a minute ago, but it was dope. That was a sick ass show, and I think it was you did the best crowd work I've ever seen. Like just like interact, because it's always hard when you're like between songs to like talk to you like, all right, so you guys like my music, like, you know,
just telling the backstory. This is what happened.
It was
this
dope.
is what I was feeling.
No, thank you. I'm glad like it resonated, because you like, you always hope it will. And this is like, I have a friend who always says like, oh, you're a theater kid. And like,
do you get upset by that? Do you take that?
Not at all, because I was in plays. Like,
that's dope. That's dope.
Makes sense.
But like, I think at my heart, like the same thing with storytelling thing, I'm a performer. Like I love love like being on stage. So like I'd done a little bit of stand-up actually like a couple of years before.
No way.
And I think in the process of like putting together what the set would look like, I was like, oh, okay, it almost is like a combination of the two, because we'd done one show before for CKXU.
At Theory, right?
Yeah.
I was
so
just
then
there for
like,
a bit of that.
So then in doing that, I was like, oh, okay, this is like, I think this is like kind of a vibe that people will enjoy. And I think also like sometimes with hip hop, because people get, it's sometimes it can be easier to impress people with something like singing.
Right.
And so like really trying to pull people in, because things might not hit for them. Like they might not necessarily get like the the bar.
It's hard to catch the bars live. Yeah, it is.
So then like I was like, okay, how can I like pull people in? But it was super fun. It was super fun. Hopefully get like a show or so this summer.
You got some new music?
Nah. Well, we have stuff that we were working on then and we performed then, but we haven't recorded actually. And so like some of the songs, and that's actually the interesting thing you said about autotune live. Like as a performer, I find autotune way easier to use live than in studio.
Yeah.
So like in the studio, I find it way hard. So we've tried recording some of those songs like Hoe It Heart. We just can't get the
pitch.
The pitch, the energy. Yeah. So I'm like, we might actually have to just like perform it and then record the performances. Like, yeah.
Damn, that's so fair.
I think performing live has like room for the imperfections. So like you're not gonna get it perfect in that recording, but when you're like doing the performance, it's gonna be like, no one's gonna notice those slight pitch bends, so it'll be super chill. But go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say also like even with singing, because Yatsen's been trying to push me to sing more, and the same thing. I was working on a song with Royce, like Young Prince Beats, and I think I find it harder in the studio to like let go. Yeah. But like when I'm performing, it's very easy, like for me to just be like
interesting.
Yeah.
But in the studio, it's just like I'm like, this environment is. It feels almost like you're
performing to yourself.
Yeah. Really? And I feed off a lot from the crowd. So
I totally get that. I totally get like the performance aspect of like getting I hate saying locked in now because everybody's on it, but like you get locked in, like seeing like the reaction and people are like trying to see what you're doing. You're like, okay, sick.
Yeah.
But if I'm just looking at a blank wall or I'm reading notes off my phone, I'm like thinking about everything for sure. So I see that. That's interesting.
I like a lot of like the pictures you guys took, and then just like all the promotional stuff was pretty sick for me. So
clean rollout.
No, and that's like even for other artists, actually, that's something that like now with like more free time I want to do as well. Like photos, videos, because that's actually the part I didn't mention about making Bridge City Blues is I wanted to make music videos, and then so alongside the writing piece where I was already writing, I was like, oh, I want to just like I have these ideas, I can make the songs, and then like make the videos for the songs, and so like
right.
Inshallah, this summer, like I actually have a short film kind of idea in my head for Bridge City Blues, and it would be fun to finally just like put that together.
Awesome.
But like, no, it was, and that's the nice thing about like having some of the skills I have with like videography, photography. Shout out to Muni, who's like a DJ, but also like amazing graphic designer. Like,
oh yeah, I saw some of her stuff at the show too.
Yeah,
she was taking pictures, right?
Yeah,
because I think I remember seeing her. Yeah.
No, Muni's like
3D art and stuff?
Yeah, Muni will basically like craft an entire world, just like
that's dope.
Like it's nuts, and she's a trained architect. So like
oh wow,
yeah. So she's sick. So
that's cool.
Crazy,
stuff like that. But
at the university, I remember seeing you guys. Was she DJing in the beginning, like the first one, or that was someone else?
I can't remember which.
She was black, and then it was
Oh no! That's
a different one, right?
That was my friend Ange. Yeah,
Ange.
So she came in from for Last Class Bash.
Okay, that's different.
I haven't been to Last Class Bash in so long.
Ange is a sick DJ. If anyone's ever in Calgary, Genre Fluid is the party. Like if you love music, great, fantastic party because they just mix everything. Like
where do they do the?
So they used to have it at Tubby's. The last one I went to was at the Common Underground.
Oh yeah.
But like sick because it's like the name, like Genre Fluid. Like they're mixing everything.
That's cool.
Like,
that's cool.
You might hear ABBA mixed into Lil Jon. Like
wow,
it's fantastic. And like again, someone with like really wide, varied lived experience. Like lived all over the world. Like all these things. So like the musical references are crazy.
It's in there. That's crazy. Damn, bro. Okay. Where are we at here?
Yeah,
we should probably wrap.
We should wrap it up.
I've been yapping.
No, you're good. This has been great.
This is the point. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, dude. Some amazing. I think we got some life lessons.
We hit every single corners right there. Some book recommendations, all that shit.
Yeah, man. Plug anything you want to. Tell us if there's anything new. When's the garden open for business? Are you selling produce?
Nah,
you sell bread, I
wish. I've been DJing a bit, so like trying to do some of that this summer.
Dope.
We need to bring back hip hop to the dance floors.
1,000,000%.
But not just DJing. I was like cooking up some music on BandLab, like producing a little bit.
Dope.
But yeah, man, SideQuest Summer. That's always my plan.
Sick.
But I'm gonna be just outside. Unrelated to music, I'm working on a photo book. So like, that's what I have an exhibition right now up at Casa for the Lethbridgians.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so I have a photo exhibition up, and I'm gonna have a book out this summer based on that. But yeah, music wise, just hoping to like have more free time, so just cook up and maybe record some of those tracks. And yeah, just live. I think the anytime you have like any kind of creative outlet, you gotta live to put it into that. So that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, mainly I think music wise, definitely trying to do a lot of DJing.
Nice.
And like
yeah.
But
speaking about like music, would you be interested in helping in like recording videos for a jazz album?
Yeah.
That I'm mixing right now.
Definitely. Definitely. And that's I guess something I should plug. Like I'm like really trying to get folks like get into kind of doing, and this also is a way of giving back to the community and maybe making some money as well, but like videos, photos, branding, just like for artists, because I think about it where it's like how many people are like putting on shows but don't even have like nice pictures of themselves.
Literally a good
promotion,
poster.
Yeah. Like
Straight
I remember telling someone like, I was like, oh, press kit. And they were like, what's a press kit?
What's a press kit?
Well,
And so stuff like that. Cause it's like,
if you don't know,
you don't know it. So just, but yeah.
That's awesome, man.
EPK.
Yeah, SideQuest Summer. You know?
SideQuest Summer, baby. If anyone has dirt bikes or horses for me to ride, please hit me up.
Bro, this guy's so Albertan, bro. This guy's so Albertan. This guy said you have dirt bikes and horses.
Dirt bike,
Let this guy inform the cloud, bro. I'm going to beat them up.
Bruh, I'm just
playing.
Just want to go out for fucking rip boys.
All right. Thanks so much for coming on, Dan.
Thank you,
so
bro.
good to see you again, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you coming, and we'll see you guys when we record next time. So y'all take care.
Catch you next time.
Peace.
Peace.